Hi everyone! This is a quick review and tutorial video for Big Apple stackable reptile cages. I've never tried one of these cages before, and I have to say that I like them. There's a lot of good features. First off, the size is great. The large cage that I bought is 16 inches wide by 16 inches deep by 30 inches tall. They're narrower than the acrylic 30-inch Petone ADT 900T, but unlike the Petone 900T, you don't have to buy 3 at once and they don't ship freight. This cage is 6 inches taller than the 24-inch Exoterras. It's a little bit narrower, again 16 inches instead of 18 inches, but I think that the extra height really makes up for that for an arboreal species. And they're totally modular. You could get 2 of these and slap them together to make one big cage, or you could make an L-shaped cage. There's a lot you can do with these. The price is also very nice. I got this cage on sale for $103, which included shipping. Full price is more, but they're on sale. They've been on sale for a while now, and I have no idea when the sale ends. Now, when I first tried to order, the coupon code wouldn't work, so I called customer service and they activated it immediately. The rep was very polite and professional, and their sales team sent plenty of updates every time something changed with the status of my order. I ordered the cage on June 9th. It arrived 5 days later on the 14th. However, June 9th was a Friday. They shipped it out on Monday, the next business day. This cage is also extremely light. They pack flat, which makes shipping and moving a lot easier, and I'd say that they weigh less than half of what the 18x24 Exoterra does. If you have a hard time carrying heavy things, or if you live in a walk-up, this might be a really great cage for you. You will have to put it together, but it's not a job that really even requires 2 people. You don't need any tools. You also may want to seal it with aquarium silicone, but that's pretty easy as well. So, let's talk about the components. There's a lot of pieces to this cage, but it can be constructed, like I said, by one person without any tools. The top has a locking screen. The holes in the corners are for stacking another cage on top. The bottom looks a lot like the top, except it's solid and it's got pegs on the corners for slotting into another cage. If you like the idea of the cage having legs, you can order extra stacking posts. You can also order top caps or even rolling casters for the bottom, and if your screen gets rusty, you can order a replacement for less than $20. There's 8 panels for the sides, 4 short and 4 tall. One of the talls has a sliding glass door in it. If you have a smaller gecko and you just want to use the tall panels to make it easier for the animal to navigate, you can totally do that. The tagline is that this cage can grow with your animal. It's all up to you. This is one of the short panels. You can see that each panel has a row of tongues that slide into grooves on the bottom of the cage or the top of the next panel. Make sure you have those pointing down with the grooved edge of the panel pointing up. The tall cage comes with 24 of these stacking posts. Each short panel requires 2, each tall panel requires 4. Each corner is going to have a total of 6 stacking posts. To assemble the cage, first put your bottom panels in. You slide them a little bit to lock them, and make sure that you get all 4 in before you put in the stacking posts. Make sure that the panels are all facing the same way. Then, slide your stacking posts to stabilize and lock the panels in place. Your corners should look nice and tight, like this. Each stacking post has a tab on the outside that needs to face the same direction as the tab on the outside of the bottom of the cage. Once you have the bottom complete, do the same with the top. Make sure that you get the sides in before the posts and put pressure on it at the end to make sure that everything has snapped together completely. If the posts are sticking, gently wiggle them and make sure the raised bits on the side are in the grooves all the way. After that, you just pop on the top and apply some pressure, and you're done. You have built a 30-inch tall, 16-inch wide, 16-inch deep stacking cage that would be quite appropriate for a crested gecko, a gargoyle gecko, and a number of other arboreal species.